Hey folks, we're back with some Republic of Pirates. We're gonna hop right on into this. It's a
Greed.
well, it'll describe
Tears
itself
us all
right here.
down eventually. Heck, that's what this is all about. We rob, we plunder, we kill, all for a bit more wealth and another day of freedom. But we all know the truth. There's only one way out of this pirate life. And if it's not at the end of a rope, it's usually a shot in the back from a pistol of a crewmate. The Republic of Pirates was meant to be different, but the greed got to them too. Turning on one another like that. Damn shame what they did to your old man. And now they're carving up the archipelago between the three of their crews. Lucky Jack Howell and the self-proclaimed Raiders of the Caribbean. Scar and his gallows men. And Matilda Barbero, leader of Los Guerreros.
Very
Not at
original
all.
names.
Spanish gold by the galleon, and a nice
Raiders of the
slice
Caribbean.
of the Caribbean to call home. They couldn't play nice, could they? Well, if it's revenge you want, I'm with you. I owe your old man that much.
Sure.
We're one ship against 3 fleets, but they aren't expecting us. We'll make for the archipelago and set up on an isolated island before they get wind of our intentions. Revenge for your father, and the chance to build something better.
I do like how they set up the story in this.
This is the archipelago, all right, but it's far too dangerous to continue out in the open. Let's stick to the shallows for now.
You said it, John. Alright. So we've selected ourselves. We got a level 1 captain of the Wanderlust, a cog. He has a scattershot ability. Okay. We got some Wazid. Wazid is always good. Was able to give those commands, and even when it was getting to the cutscene, it was still going about its business. That's cool. Aye, aye. All right. Sail out of the shallows. I thought we were supposedly unknown. Dude gave us bad info. It's pretty crazy of them to go in the... I was about to say, pretty crazy of them to go into being in such a rocky area, but that kind of backfired on them.
That was a close call. The archipelago's in chaos after the collapse of the Republic. We'd better hunker down on Galley Island for now. Come up with a plan. Let's start with a dock to house our supplies.
So Galley Island it is. Wants us to build a dock. Infrastructure. I'm assuming. Yep. Uh-huh. We go through the categories. It's right there. You construct it. And you get placement. So it looks like... Yeah, it looks like we have one option for placement. So there we go.
If we want to take the fight to our old companions, we'll need men. There are plenty of rough and ready types looking for work, so long as we give them somewhere to stay and something to do.
Alright, so we need some huts connected to the road and all that. And it's telling us about building roads. Go ahead and get a pause going. We will get some of this queued up to be picked up. Can't pick up that. Alright. So, first thing first, get some roads. Always a thing in these sort of games. How wide is this? This is 6. And take it quite a ways in because it doesn't look like it's charging us for the road. Yeah, see, no cash cost on that. So no reason to not spend it. And this will give us a section to be able to build within. And then we're going to get some huts. Let's see, so we will go from the center out. Want to save something there. There we go. And we need to get a marketplace built as well, as they're saying. Have that pop up right under amenities. Place it right there. And get some more huts as well. And now we have to pick up all the stuffs. Okay, building range effects. Certain buildings, such as brothels and taverns, fulfill the wants of workers in the surrounding area. The range of the effects is indicated by the coloration of nearby roads when placing or selecting the building. So as it shows right there, you really want to set up crossing locations where the roads are able to spread the influence of the buildings as far as possible, rather than just having, you know, little things kind of jutting out willy-nilly. That's not what we're doing. And we're getting that debris picked up. Currently losing a little bit of cash. But things aren't too bad. And we're picking up all the stuff here. So, oh, no, it goes based in order of when I clicked on them. Interesting, good to know. So I was thinking like maybe it would go for what was closest, but it was that. Okay, so they want us to try using R to rotate, okay. And then tab from the radial menu, okay. They were saying to use demolish, okay. So that's how we bring that up. Now we need to get the figurehead decoration built. So here's a decoration menu. And there we go. And can we just kind of put... No, we cannot. So let's put it out of the way. This is out of the way.
Salvaging materials from wrecks is good and all, but we've got plenty of resources at our fingertips on the island too. We'll need a steady supply of wood for what's to come.
Indeed, John. So, construction just popped up, and we can build woodcutters' lodges and sawmills. So, woodcutters' lodge, you get a percentage of effective area based off of where you locate it. So we can do one right here. And it talks about production buildings. And it shows our worker count, how it relates to that. And once again, describing their locations and how that works, so that we don't lose functionality based off of its position. So see, we got that knocked down to a 98, but that's not too bad. And what is it? No depot in range. So we're going to need to have a depot. But before we get to that, get another one going. And yeah, so we start crossing into functionality of each other there. So we'll go with that. And then we're going to get a sawmill for managing there's, and we can do it right there, and then it wouldn't give us any negatives.
A couple of the lads to moving goods from place to place. It's more efficient to dump materials at a depot so they don't have to carry them so far.
You got it. So we will set that up. Let's go ahead. We now can do the depot. It is a 4x3. So in order to take the most advantage of that, do we lose some functionality if we start going that close? This doesn't seem to be too bad.
The more we provide for our workers, the happier they'll be. The happier they are, the more they'll contribute. Cutthroat pirates have needs too, you know.
Yeah, okay. What is it that they need? Interact with the huts to find out what they need. So this shows how we can select the buildings and get an idea. So, like, they need fish and rope and a marketplace, and then they want a brothel and rum as well. So it wants us to build a fishing wharf. Go ahead. Actually, move this stuff over. We regain our costs on any demolitions, so it's fine. Let's just focus on getting the most possible out of what we're placing these. There we go. All right, so this is still at a 94 and this is at a 98. That's not bad. That's still pretty high efficiency. Okay, and they wanted some fishing. Fishing wharf falls under needs. We can place it right next.
We spotted some floating barrels not far from the coast. It might be nothing, but it could be something too.
Well, it could be a barrel. Yep, so we're getting a whole bunch of... Are you going to let me click? Okay, yeah, it's because the icon was so large on it that it wouldn't let me click. And so you can just go around tagging all these, and if you have a ship in the region, it'll go out and take care of business for you. Isn't that convenient? You can see it's getting plenty of doubloons and boards, which timber we're doing pretty well on. And then we're working on getting the fish up and running. How is that coming along? High level production. It's doing what it can. There's some pretty dangerous shallows to be taking a ship through, but...
Well, the barrels were empty, except for a bunch of letters from the British West Indies Company about claiming some island or another. Nothing that mentions treasure.
It's an interesting thing that they bring that up, because a lot of people think that a lot of the settling was done specifically by the countries involved, but much of it was incorporated companies handling it, like the East India and West Indies Corporation, as they were discussing. Oh, looks like we got a visitor. But they have a green tag above them, so that's kind of good. Not as bad, at least.
Mary Connor. Here's someone you want on your side in a fight. She's a tough old gal, can hold her own in a naval battle or a tavern brawl just the same. The men all look up to her. She was once at Jack's right hand. He must have done something really stupid to piss her off. Besides knocking off your old man, that is. If we're going toe-to-toe with the former Republic, we could do with her directing our ships and not theirs.
Well, hey, we will take any alliances at this point. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Thank God I found you here. Jack double-crossed me. Well, I was trying to betray him first and he found out, so... Anyway, the fair lady's in a pretty bad state. Help us out, won't you?
Obviously, I don't totally believe in that sort of philosophy, as it's gotten the United States in a lot of trouble. but among pirates seems all the more appropriate. And yeah, it's gonna cost us quite a bit to get her repaired, but she seems happy about it.
The men reported several ships heading directly for us. Looks like we've been discovered. Let's put the fair lady's firepower to some use.
Oh, great. So they're already coming. We got it paused. It's saying go to the tactical map in order to find out where they're coming in from. So here we go. We have a cog, 2 cogs, in fact. So basically, the same ship that our smaller ship is, the same class of ship specifically. And then we have a bark here, which is significantly stronger. All right, let's await them. We did already open the tactical map. Thank you for explaining it. So we have certain abilities of theirs. Going to unload with a salvo as soon as they're in range, and then we'll do this spread shot. Scatter shot. Close enough. Alright, let's focus fire. Take that one down initially. So, interesting to note there, we gain levels on shots. So, this one's just leveling up left and right. So it's not simply based on, getting kills or anything. It's just the general active actions. That's pretty cool for us. Get a repair. Repairs are pretty expensive.
Thank you, Captain. I think the lads and I are in a capable pair of hands with you. We'll be staying a mite longer if you don't mind. How about a drink to celebrate living one more day, eh?
A noticeable amount of references to Irish names, which was fairly accurate historically. A number people trying to escape desperate situations were press ganged because they were found in areas that were easy to be kidnapped, let's just say that, and brought on board British shipping of various types, including military, and then when they got the chance, they had escaped, which made them fugitives already. So going ahead and becoming a pirate afterwards wasn't necessarily a huge jump on that. Anyways, so let's see what our workers need, and we need a whole bunch more laborers. That in mind, I'm probably gonna want to set up crossroads here. Yeah, let's do that. So we will demolish these ones. We will set up some infrastructure with this. Let's go to there. And from the other side, Hazzie herself is an infrastructure, she says. That's incredible. Were you did you gain additional fundings under the new infrastructure creation plan that was created by the current regime? Can't answer that. I don't blame you. All right, so let's go with 3 rows for now. And we can kind of create a pattern here that will allow us to have quite a few. We're burning through our wood doing this, but we're getting somewhere. So as people move in, we'll have some pretty decent options. Okay. So our numbers are going down because we got rid of a lot of people, but then they'll be going up later. Provide workers with rum, which is a want, and then provide them with rope, a need. Let's see. other building situations that we want to take advantage. It looks like just this. So, get these going every 6 or so. Alright, we'll continue to do this. Hazzie is extremely off topic, off screen. It really helps when I'm recording. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe we would be getting close enough on that. Will this take us right to it? This, in fact, will. Excellent. So we're starting to get some of that situation taken care of. Now, as they were saying, we need to get some needs taken care of in the form of rope. So hemp plantations. We have set up what would be our heart of where people are living. So let's get an industrial area set up in a different location. Let's do the hemp here. And we'll go ahead and put in as many saplings as we can. Oh, why are you... Right. I see. I need to hold it down. Okay. And up to that, that gives us a full thing. So now we have hemp, and then we'll be able to have a rope maker additionally. And so let's set up the rope maker here. Now we're going to need a depot in the location. That was infrastructure. A 3x4. It would be great if it was a 3x3. Let's see. Yeah, so if it's right here, it looks like this will really cover quite a bit. Okay. In addition, we're going to get some of the wants taken care of with the rum, as we discussed. And here we go. So now we got 72 of each. And let's get the distillery. Yes, plantation buildings. Well, we already did that, but thank you, John. You, better late than never, I guess. All right. Go ahead and place that.
Lovely Isabella Rojas. Cunning, pragmatic, seductive. Everything a good madam needs to be. She worked under Jack for a long time, but he never could see past her soft skin and appreciate the tact and charm underneath. I'm glad she gave that lecherous prick a taste of his own medicine. The brothel girls trust Isabella with their lives, and she does everything in her power to make them comfortable. I think she'll be invaluable to our cause. Just try not to fall for that alluring look in her eyes, you hear?
Okay, well, it's pixels and stuff, dude, so calm down.
My name is Isabella, and I have a proposition which might be of interest to you. I might need a little distraction, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into the details on that. But yes, let's go ahead and build the building that you suggest. Does this fall under wants? No. Amenities? Yes, it is an amenity. Right. We can cover a significant portion. of the available. Yeah, this will help. This will help cover a lot of the people. All right, so stuff's moving along. Look at that. I think that's their autosave up. So we're going to continue to get our laborers up. We're going to cover those other needs. The fish. We need to get some rope included in it. All right. Yep, we just need stuff going along. It wants us to go ahead, take a look at some other stuff, but I think maybe we might need a couple more huts. Actually, we may need to make change. At least not. That'll run all the way to here. Okay. So the number of laborers is picking up. The amount of huts. And that was the last of our building material. So what's the hold up here? We have intermediary. So we have a lot of logs. So perhaps we can handle an additional sawmill? Let's go ahead and test that out. This is going to need supplied properly. But yes, multiple sawmills should be able to get work done. Interesting thing about the sawmill is it looks like it doesn't need the planks. Looks like it's just fine with the regular wood. Anyways, things are moving along. Our fish supply is getting up there. Ropes coming up. Rum is coming together. Everything else is starting to look good. Okay, go ahead and select this.
The bordello is open for 1 day. 1 day. And the girl is dead. I will not stand for this. You either kill the prick who did it and make an example of him, or provide protection for the rest of the girls.
It is too soon to start turning on one another. We'll provide more protection. No, this isn't really turning on each other. If somebody is behaving like that, they need to go. One death demands another. He'll be made to pay. Publicly. Not the wording I would use, but that's where we're gonna go. We need more time to think about it. Yep. Build a skeleton cage decoration. Absolutely. Get to being even more frightening. There we go.
Jack knows where I am and is coming for me. I won't run away again. Let's prepare for his arrival.
Sure, Mary. Alright. Saying that we need to get some towers up. And what does it take to build towers? Going to take fair planks. Or timber, as it's referred. We got wood logs, not lumber. But then when it's the finished stuff, it's timber. No, normally you got lumber and timber is how it gets broken down. But whatever, whatever. What is lacking? Your storage capacity is full? Alright. Get your storage capacities increased. Does... Yes, the depot. Limited number of porters. If the loading slots are full, porters will have to wait before making deliveries. Two buildings in a production chain are close to each other. Porters will prioritize moving materials to them directly for efficiency. Yes, that's why we placed everything closely. Production building selection window displays materials stored in that building and the materials and the total capacity of all islands. Okay. That seems to be managing just fine. I kind of feel like we could have a better amount of materials coming. All right. Hopefully this will work out just fine. We need to get a very significant supply of timber. Rope's good. Fish, rum, all that sort of stuff is looking just fine. All right, so looking at it, we can place 4, 5, place at least 5 expensive station. We do not have anywhere near enough building material, but we have the capacity. Let's build up our building materials since we know we're coming. I'm seeing exactly how cheap I can be about this. Go ahead and pause. We'll have one right there. And then we need to spam them quick.
Lucky Jack Howell. What a cowardly shit of a man. If treachery and deceit wore skin, it would look like this prick.
Wow, they
Never
get
one
along
to
well.
enter a fight with the odds stacked against him. He prefers to meddle from a safe distance. Jack doesn't look you in the eye when he pulls the trigger. He gets someone else to do it, usually a friend. Even with all the crews he's double-crossed
He has
or
fancy
swindled,
sleeves.
he's somehow avoided waking up with a dagger in his eye. That's why they call him Lucky. That luck has to run out sooner or later.
Well, that gives us something to work on. Hey, I hid my ship. It should not be here. Wow. Okay, even with all the cannons that we have.
Well, well, don't you look familiar? I'm sorry for what happened to your father. Awful accident. Don't let it put any silly ideas like revenge in your
So the
head.
battle music while he's talking is
Decided
kind
how
of
to go
overwhelming
as
it.
ours. Make any trouble, and something might just happen to you, too.
Yes, whatever you say, Jack.
So,
Get lost.
no avoiding it. Jack knows we're here. The way I see it, we either pack up and leave, or we pick up the pieces, repair our fleet, and take the fight to the bastards that wronged us twice. What's it gonna be?
You know what it's gonna be. This would be a very quick game if we just pick up